Oh yeah. Hey, I'm Daniel, and this is Allensmart Builders. You see that? Every time I do a roof, I see the squirrel's nut stash. I know the inside looks good, but I'm looking at the outside. Yeah, baby, here we go, here we go. Look at it, that, and then there's a halfway. Well, you're trying to kill me. That's what would have happened had I stepped on it. Did you see that? Oh, I'm gonna pour this coffee on my hands. Woo! It's a little chilly this morning. I've got some special Christmas, actually I don't know what kind of coffee this is, but it's black and it's ready. And I'm not much of a coffee guy, but I feel like on tear-off mornings, I feel like I have to have something to kind of keep me alert. We got here before the sun came up, but now it's just now coming up, sun's just coming up, and I'm ready for it to come all the way over the hill so my hands can be a little defrosted. Ooh. We try to get here a little early because we want to get here, prep the house, tarp everything, move the furniture. Thankfully we got to lift the garage doors today. Let me grab my snips. So this is the shingle we're going to install today. What was up there is actually a discontinued shingle. They no longer make them anymore. So we have found the closest thing to it and the closest color. So I brought the sample board today just to make sure everything's matching and all that. Yeah, it's gonna look pretty. Got my snips. We're gonna knock this satellite dish out. I'm really good at like leaving my supplies all over the job site. So I've tried to make it a ritual where I like have my own little corner. And even though I'll forget, someone will remind me that I've got a bundle of stuff at the house. I don't need this. Normally I do because I'm in an awkward spot, but today, not today. Guys, why that was so long and so difficult, I do not know. That sucker was in there. And let me tell you, once you cut the cord on these, old ladies do not like you. I gotta watch my television show. You're not gonna have TV today. Bye-bye, satellite. Come here, Char-Char. Yeah. This is my extra helper today. He says he wants to do what Daddy does for a living, so well, you know what? He is gonna learn how to do what Daddy does and hopefully take over the reins. Isn't that right? Yep. What are you gonna do when you grow up?
Be a roofer.
To be a roofer? Hopefully a builder? Hopefully cooler than me. Hopefully better than me. All right, well, Mr. Roofer, would you like to take that big old thing right there and put it over there in front of the bush so we can throw it away? Boy, my hands are cold. I'm waiting for that sun to come up over that hill. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. How much am I paying you per hour?
Nothing.
He's gonna get some breakfast and some lunch. What he's gonna get? Yeah, you get a roof over your head. So normally when we tear off the roof, all this furniture and stuff that's out here, all these nice potted plants, whatever, we try to get it out of the way so we don't break anything. I wanted to show you this. So this shingle, you may or may not notice, but it's got little tabs. And you know, really cheap shingles have like, they're called 3 tabs. And then you have architectural shingles, which is what most people have on their house nowadays. These, if you can see through it, they have little tabs, and they're not the cheaper versions, they're the more expensive designer shingles. And what they do is they overlay each other and they look, I guess the best way to explain it is they kind of look like tiles, but it's still asphalt shingles. So they call them designer, they are special order. You can't just go to the store and grab them like you could any other architectural shingle. They have to be special ordered, or at least they're not in stock here in Arkansas. Bombs away! Best thing to do is we get everything off the top. You may or may not start to see some decking up there, but the more we can get off the top, the faster we can start getting the harnesses hooked in at the ridge. The hardest part of this is, especially when the house is made out of stucco, is getting everything off the roof, but then also trying to avoid damaging the stucco. It wouldn't be cheap to replace the stucco or paint it or try to patch it back. So if you notice, a lot of the guys are hand tossing some of the heavier stuff off the roof. This is our special net. It's not really that special, but it keeps the nails and any debris from going inside your AC unit, but it also lets it breathe. You know, when we first got started, we would take tarps and put it over there, but it wouldn't allow there to be any intake air. So this allows, you know, nails and stuff to not go through, And then when we get ready to tear off over here, we'll put some decking up so it just kind of avoids it altogether. So these little guys, we call those gable cornices. Can you tell what they are? There's one here and there's one here. That is, on most homes, that's shingles, and we change those out at the end of the job. But this house has standing seam gable cornices, which weren't damaged in the storm, so we're actually gonna leave those there. I think they're in good shape, and they might have some like cosmetic dings on them, but nothing to be worried about. Come check out my little Home Depot rig over here. So anytime they've got like wired in landscape lights, we just literally went to Home Depot and bought like 20 buckets. So we've got the landscape lights, we've got sprinkler heads, and then he's also got another little pipe that we're trying to protect right through here. So having to replace a whatever's custom copper head landscape light, let's not replace those. So do you want to know why I don't go to the gym anymore? Yeah, so this house is actually under contract. The seller had us look at it, and the shingle itself is a 50-year shingle. I think they bought it like 20, 30 years ago, but it's been there the whole time. Oh, there he is now. Can we bring him in? You're not camera shy, are you? No, what you need? I just wanted to bring you in. And
good.
Yeah, I was just talking about you. So this is Gabe. He didn't sign a consent, but we're gonna roll with it.
Not to worry. I'm really glad to have Daniel and team here. This house is about to be sold, and we're moving out, but this need a new roof, so I'm really glad that this is working out. And these guys are doing a great job. They got here early this morning, and you probably caught them just doing the demolition work. That's doing a great job as they get started here.
I hadn't even paid him anything for that. That was amazing. Yeah, so Gabe, we checked it out for him. It's a 50-year shingle, but I think it's been there, what, 20 years?
Right about 22 years.
Yeah, and it had hail damage on it. It had been probably hailed on more than once. So the fun part is the people that are getting to move in are good friends of ours. And so it's exciting to be able to, like, you know, pass them at church and be like, hey, how's the roof, you know? So I get to see them, you know, on a regular basis. And anyways, Gabe's been great. He's literally helping us all the way through, and I think he's actually buying us some lunch. So
yeah, that's the word out. Nancy's out there right now, scrounging it up.
I love it. I love it. Yeah,
the opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, everything's going well. Getting everything off the top. We've already got our harnesses strapped in, so you know, OSHA regulated. My fingers. This is the part where I get super nervous. I am cold, but I also get nervous just because all it takes is one throw and I can't prevent the damage, and it's just gonna happen. So what we do is, once the house is prepped and ready for tear off and we've got all of the things covered, I come over here and I'll do like a material count. So these are special orders, so they're wrapped a little different. What we do is we look at the top, and I've got 3 stacks, and I'll just count from the side how many I have. So there's 4 stacks of 45, 13, 180. So that's 219. That's exactly what I ordered. So, you know, that's why I'm here. I need to always know what I have on site. These are turbines. These are a little finicky. Aluminum, not made out of much. So I try to put those off to the side because they're easy to mess up. These are the starter shingles. This is the ones that you start the roof with. These are the field shingles. These are the ones you're gonna see. So the 219 that you see here, these are the ones that are gonna, everybody that will drive by and see. These are the ones that go along the edge of the roof. This is what causes this shingle to seal. In fact, these shingles, the warranty that's involved in this one is it has a Cat 5 wind warranty. They guarantee, this brand guarantees that no matter the wind, it will not come off of the decking. Not a bad gig if you think about it. And then our hip and ridge shingles, these are these guys. These are those special 3-layer ones I was telling you about. Those will be the last things we install. And then this, my friends, is all the fun stuff that goes on under the roof. And even though it seems like it's not a big deal, I'm pretty picky about what we use. Remember when you were a kid and you had your dad's pocket knife and you're just trying to find something to cut on and use it with? I remember that first Christmas my dad got me a pocket knife, and I walked around my whole house trying to find reasons to use it. A lot of people don't pay attention to this, but like when you're looking at a roof, you just kind of look at the shingles. But your little PVC pipes that are sticking out of the top, we always like paint them to match, but these are what goes under the shingles, and then this is cut to fit that pipe, and it's literally the most common leak area of any roof. Like I think our average roofs are somewhere in the like 40 square range. This one's double that. This one's 219 bundles. I think this one's like, if you add up our starter, our fields, and our hip and ridge, I think it's 81.33 squares. Pretty good size job. The difference between this one and a lot of other ones, this one's a 12-12 pitch, so it's as steep as they go outside of, you know, some crazy, you know, style roofs. I've actually got an app here. It'll show you the degree. So this is how we decide what the pitch of the roof is. So, you know, an average size roof would be somewhere like in that 5 to 6 range. Once you get to the 7, it'd be considered steep. And then as you go up a degree, 36, you're at 9, you're at 10, you're at 11. Today we're at a 12, which is 45 degrees. And when I get up on the roof, I can actually show you, bink, take a picture of the degree. These guys right here, this is the leak barrier. I always order extra of that because I feel like you can't have enough of it. And even though we don't actually charge for it on certain areas, it kind of just gives us all reassurance that we're not gonna have any leaks. This is 200 square feet per roll or 2 squares. When people think squares, they think square feet, but you just take, when I say squares, you just multiply it by 100 and that's how you get your full square feet. So we'll put these, and I'll show you later where we put these in the valleys. We put them next to the chimney flashing. Honestly, you can put it anywhere. Yeah. Basura. Let's see what the chimney flashing looks like.
They call me the roof Spidey.
Spider-Man. So one thing about these boots, they have these little ridges in the bottom so I can walk and like they dig onto the top. As you might have learned from the last video, don't wear roofing boots on the bare decking, only on shingles. Do y'all need to see the roofer lunge? I'm a rhinestone cowboy. Yeah, baby. Another reason I don't go to the gym. Now my hips are locked in, and then I've also got my hand. So if my hand fails, even though I'd fall, I still have you still have a backup plan. It'll still catch your hips. All right, I'm gonna go check the other side and look at the chimney flashing, see what we're looking like over there. Hiya, 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 hiya. Here's our little Simba moment. Dude, these nails are so long. Oh, he's pulling up framing nails. It's starting to warm up here. Thank the Lord. Oh yeah, there is a big old piece of rod over there. You don't just inspect from the ground, because from the ground, I don't know if I could have seen any of this. You can see that leak. It looks like it started at the base of the flashing and then it kind of slowly ran down. But look, so this is the custom flashing that's right above the chimney. Really nice work here. And all that is done, and then the stucco's put on. So all that, it's all trapped. There's no way it's coming out. But at the very bottom of that flashing, it looked like there was a problem. And I don't think it's the bottom of that flashing, a roof to wall. I think it's I bet there were some exposed nails where the shingles were, and it leaked and leaked and leaked, because you can see where it was heavy, and then probably had exposed nails down there, but all that's got to be torn out. So if I was to guess, we have 1, 2, probably 3 sheets that have to be ripped out. So pretty much everything at the bottom of that's gonna have to come out. That'll be some gnarly pictures.